Hi guys, Chris here with the Teclast X98 Plus. So this is their latest version. It's got the cherry trail in it. It's got the X5 Z8300 in it. 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabyte eMMC, and Windows 10. So there's no Android on here. There's no dual boot yet. I'm not too sure whether they will release that later on. And it's got the usual specs we see in the other X98 series here. So it's got the 9.7-inch screen with the resolution of 2048 by 1536. And you see the packaging has changed slightly from the older Air 3 packaging or the Air 3G or the Air 2. They all use the same packaging, so they've just updated it slightly, and it says UltraPad on here now. It's basically the same box they use and the same packaging still. So we have on the side the power adapter, which is the standard affair that they use on all of the X98 series. So it's 2.5 amps, 5 volts. We have a micro USB cable, the OTG adapter, so you can connect up a USB pen drive, your mouse, and a bunch of warranty cards and all the rest of it in Chinese. The seller also included a pen there for me, just a cheap, useless pen. It does not support an active stylus. So the usual packaging. Two rear speakers on the edge of it, bottom of it there. That's the same as the X98 series. They'll be the same exact hardware speakers as well there. So it's the X98 Plus, and the model number is A5C6. It has the square finish now, so the newer rare metal housing on it. This is aluminium, and you can see it's a light silver color compared to the darker X98 Pro here, which I prefer with the rounded corners. I think makes it look a little thinner, but they actually both have the same thickness. The rounded edges just creates that illusion of it looking to be a little bit thinner. So with 5 megapixel camera at the top, that's autofocus. The plastic strip along the top is for the wireless antenna, so we have better reception. And on the left side, we have the micro SD card slot that supports up to 128 gigabyte micro SD. Microphone there for voice chat using Skype, etc. Volume up and down, power on. Now the bezel around here is plastic. Here we have the screen, so it looks very similar to that of an iPad Air. It has the same exact display in there, of course. Just a few other specs are listed there. 2 megapixel front facing camera. And on the bottom we have the microphone, the 3.5mm headphone jack, micro HDMI, and the micro USB. So I'll just power it up, and while that's booting up, hopefully there's some battery left in that. There is different boot logo there. They've changed things slightly. Let's just check out the weight while that is loading Windows 10. It's 131 grams, which is about the same weight as the X98 Air 3G, the Air 2, the Pro as well. And have a look at the thickness, which should be exactly the same as the Air 3 since it's using the same housing, so that's 8 millimeters. So the seller has already put this in English for me. Starts up in it's 100% brightness. It doesn't look particularly bright, but that's because I have a lot of lighting on at the moment. So it's in tablet mode. Out of tablet mode, and have a look at what our free space is. So there's 44.7 gigabytes free. And we can see 4 gigabytes of RAM, even though Windows Arc said that this particular chipset only supports 2 gigabytes of RAM. Here we have it running 4, and Windows is fully activated, which is good to see there. So I'm going to be running a lot of tests on this tablet, go through my whole review process. There'll be a full written review of this one up on techtablets.com, as well as review videos, gaming tests, benchmarks, and to see if it will throttle or not, just how the thermals are, because so far the Cherry Trail hasn't been particularly cool chipset. It has been running quite hot, I've seen in these Chinese tablets. Thank you for watching the video, and do stay tuned for the up and coming videos on this particular model if you're interested. Bye for now.